Pilots of small planes rely on guidance systems to get them to their destinations, but what if that guidance system isn't working? And what if the control tower doesn't know it's not working?
That's the worry of an aviation expert out at the Georgetown Airport. He called our tip line, so David Scott and KXAN investigated.
A lot of pilots rely on GPS to guide them in, but they have another option.
A pilot can use GPS to find this airport. If he doesn't have GPS, he relies on the non-directional beacon. But what if the beacon isn't working?
At Central Texas Avionics, Keith Peshak is worried that the Georgetown Airport's backup beacon could go out without anyone knowing.
If you have low ceilings and low visibility, it gets to be really critical where's the airport, because you don't want to come down on a block full of houses. Well, we have had several crashes here. The problem is, what do you use for an approach aid? And the answer is Mark I motto eyeballs. That's about the only thing we have except that over there.
It's the NDB, or non-directional beacon, but the control tower has no way of knowing if it's functioning. Peshak offered them this for free: a small monitor that would alert the tower if the NDB was out. They turned him down.
It makes absolutely no sense at all, because this is a no-cost item. This is the only approach assistance aid that we have on the airport. It does not make sense to have this unmonitored.
Georgetown Airport management says there's a simple explanation.
The NDB monitor is controlled and regulated by the FAA. The FAA does not require us to have the monitor, so we note them that out. We send a notice to airmen that we have an unmonitored NDB, and that's all that's required of us.
Peshak says he's gotten nowhere with the airport or the city, but he claims flight controllers would welcome his NDB monitor.
ATC, air traffic control, would clear you for the approach, not knowing that the beacon was not functional. And that could be very problematic. So the control tower manager has told me he would like to have a monitor in the tower so he would know whether or not the NDB is working.
But the tower manager told KXAN he had no comment. The airport manager tells us they're just following FAA rules.
I can't accept that monitor. We're governed by the FAA. That monitor was not made or certified by our inspector and our FAA inspector.
Peshak maintains GPS, an increasingly widespread technology, is the only guaranteed guidance into Georgetown Airport. That without it, there's a chance you could be flying blind. From the tip line, David Scott, KXAN News.